Cage Minds, Micah Frankel at the UFC Fan Expo, UFC X, UFC Light Heavyweight, Dustin Jacoby sitting next to me. Always a pleasure, sir. How you doing?
I'm doing great, man. It's fun to be here. It's fun to interact with all the fans. I feel appreciated for all our hard work that we put in, and we lay it on the line in the octagon, and we do it for the fans, so it's cool to be here.
I saw on the guest list there's you, there's Youssef, there's Jonathan. Did Factory X rent out a house this week?
We didn't rent out a house, but we're in the house. There's a lot of us here. Factory X is a great gym, one of the best in the world, and we have a lot of great fighters representing it, so it's fun to be here with them.
Being one of the guys that was in the foundation of that gym, what has it meant to you to see where you guys have come and how many guys are in major organizations these days?
Yeah, man, it's crazy. It's a vision that our coach, Mark Montoya, has always had. And I remember when I first went there, the gym, it was much smaller. It just continues to grow into this, now it's like a 10,000 square foot facility. So it's super cool to see the foundation grow, the culture grow, and huge props to our leader, Mark Montoya.
First time I got to be in an arena with your group was way back. LFA, Ian Heinrich captures that middleweight title, and I saw there was this uniqueness, this closeness. Have you ever seen that like with other gyms? Like you guys have had that team mentality for like well over 12 years.
Yeah, our gym is definitely different than others. It's not just a come and go place. We have a culture built from the bottom up, and it's led by the guys up top, but it grows from the bottom up, and that's something that again Mark Montoya's really created inside that place, and we're just a big family.
I was even talking to Celine Haga once, and she's like, we go to practice together. We go to strength and conditioning together. You're with the team all the time. So it's like a professional sports team. It's like football, like baseball, basketball. Does it feel that way?
Yeah, absolutely, man. Like I said, we're a big team. We have a WhatsApp group text. I mean, we talk regularly. Then that's the big thing that Mark always talks to us about is communication. You got to have good communication. And I think we do that as a team.
So I got to ask you, coming off of a fight that didn't go your way, was that the game plan and how you intended to come out and interact with Dominic, was get after it right away?
Yeah, I mean, there was a little bit of feeling out at the beginning, but my mindset was I was going to attack him. I was going to go for the kill, and, he'd been vulnerable to some knockouts here recently, and, that's the fight game. He just got me before I got him.
It felt like when you were pushing him back there earlier, you were landing a couple shots and getting what you wanted.
Yeah, absolutely. I landed a big shot. I kind of saw it in his eyes, and that's when I went in for a little bit more and, man, got caught myself with a beautiful straight left from Dominic, which is very powerful, man. He's still one of the best guys in the division, and unfortunately it didn't go my way, but I'll definitely be back.
We know you'll be back. We've seen you go out there with that all-or-nothing mentality. Is that almost a fun mentality in some of those fights, to go out there and, like, literally, I'm going to get in a fight right now. We're not going to make it a point match. We're not going to be technical, but you go out there and get that aggressive?
Yeah, man. I go out and I always look to get it done. You ask me how I'm going to win a fight, I always say by knockout. That's the one thing I'm going for, and I feel like I'm really dangerous on the feet, and I'm dangerous when I'm aggressive. So, but with that being said, I feel like I'm also a good counter fighter, and maybe I need to sit back a little bit more and not be so aggressive.
Now, I hate to talk to fighters about fights they're not involved in and having to listen to everybody ask what they think about the main event coming up, but it's in your division, and you and Alex have that similar glory experience. So what do you think has been about Alex that's made him so dangerous in MMA?
Man, yeah, he is just one of the best strikers in the world, like probably the hardest puncher in the world. And if he touches you, there's a good chance you're going to sleep. He's just a great fighter, has a high IQ, and he was definitely born to fight. With that being said, Yuri is an exceptional mixed martial artist, and I think he's very dangerous in there, and I think that, if anybody can do it, he can.
How much do you credit to stepping away from MMA and going glory to coming back and having your success?
Yeah, absolutely. It was huge, man. And stepping away from MMA, my years of kickboxing and those years with glory really built me as a fighter, really molded me. I say the Hanyak, forged in fire. And that's what's made me the fighter I am right now is, going through it to get to it. And, facing Murad Bouzidis, Michael Dutz, Daniel Lungas, guys that casual fans probably haven't even heard of or don't even know, but some of the best stand-up fighters in the world. That's what built me into where I am today, and very thankful for those glory years.
What's your timeline looking at? When do you want to be back to action? What are you thinking?
Yeah, I'm thinking this fall sometime, maybe October, Halloween. Coming off that TKO loss, KO loss to Dominic, I want to let my brain heal, let the head heal a little bit, and hopefully be back in there around Halloween time.
When you've been in the game as you have for so long, how do you keep looking at goals for improvement?
It's just, I always say eyes on the prize, man. It's weird not being in a camp because a camp keeps me focused. It keeps me structured. It gives me purpose. Yeah, man, I enjoy it because it gives me purpose.
Dustin Jacoby, again, always, thank you for the time, sir.
Appreciate you, bro.